I will start this video with daily time frame support 1680 where this trend was started and next resistance 1786 where this trend can go, because these support and resistance are clear on daily time frame. If you try to look these support and resistance on H1, then you cannot get clear information until this resistance level 1786 breaks. You cannot say price are bullish and trend reversal has been started. This can be a sideways correction, then after some news it can break 1680 and it makes a new low, because same thing happened two times. When price made top at 2070, it made correction, then came down, it made correction, then collapsed, and retail trader got confused in this correction, because where gold price goes, trading psychology goes. If price are bullish, trading psychology is bullish. If price are bearish, then trading psychology is bearish. So currently we have 1680 support and next resistance 1786. If this level breaks on daily time frame, then next major resistance is 1875, which is 50% retracement of this complete trend. If price reverse from 1786, then it cannot go much lower like 1400. If retrace up to 50% and then reverse from 1875, then next lower low can go up to 1300. And if you follow simple price action until price break this range, you buy at 1680 and sell at 2070. But when you go to H4 time frame, first we have this parallel channel from top to bottom of this trend, and this can be AVC corrective wave or 135 impulsive wave, which depends how price react this resistance level. First we have this horizontal resistance and this trend line as a dynamic resistance, and our support, if price retrace back, then 1739 and 1714, which was low before FOMC. Since then gold price are going up, then after GDP it is going up again. Maybe these sellers are waiting for retest of this resistance. And if you go to H1 time frame, then this area from 1780 to 1790 is our resistance zone, where you can expect a trend reversal if price show sign of rejection on this resistance zone near 38% projection for this last wave. And if price goes below 1714, then you can say if this happen, then price this time will break 1680 and it will go up to 1560. And these thing depends on fundamental news, because next FOMC is 21 September 2022 and we have 54 days, Until that time, it can make sideways correction and breakout or retest of this support and resistance. But for you to trade on H1 time frame, your first key news will be ISM manufacturing data on Monday, then NFP on Friday. If it drops with a big surprise, then that will be bullish for gold, because recession data has been started. First is what GDP, then it will be ISM, then NFP, then CPI. And if you have watched press conference of Fed and you see this interest rate chart, then everything become clear. On this chart you can see interest rate are back where they were before coronavirus, and they have said clearly that they are at neutral level and they will slow rate hike speed. And now with old recession definition, recession has been started and it is confirmed, but on last time they changed the definition, so officially you cannot say. First Fed was saying transitory inflation, and now they are fighting for inflation. And from soft landing we are now at recession. The question is, will interest rate will go above this high or go back to zero? Because in that press conference he explained many things for trader, the difference between PCE and CPI inflation number, and his plan is clear. They all are dependent on data. If before September FOMC meeting NFP and CPI both drops because of recession and deflation, then that will be bullish for gold and rate cut will start next year. And if this CPI jumps again and this hit 10%, then gold can collapse. So CPI is on August 10 and last number was 9.1. If they increase 1%, then this time 100 basis point will come and it will break 1680 and go up to 1560. And if does not happen on this CPI and NFP, they both come sideways, then next thing is FOMC minute, and last is Jackson Hole meeting. And before that meeting the CPI will decide what Fed will say, and this will decide the current gold trend. If CPI drops, then it will break 1786. If not and it hit 10%, then this gold bullish trend, which you can say correction, will turn into impulsive bearish wave and it will break the support immediately. Then after Jackson Hole, this cycle repeat NFP and CPI. But before next FOMC meeting, you have this month CPI numbers, NFP, and what Fed say in Jackson Hole meeting. And if you study history of all these four people except Paul Volcker, this is not first time. In past they have done this, ignoring recession. First they create bubble, then completely ignore, then ignore recession. And these three people have done in past, and Yellen is doing right now. She is ignoring recession. And after to negative GDP, no government official is saying that recession has been started. And when last time Ben Bernanke did and Greenspan did, economy of USA was almost collapsed and it put a brake on globalization. And if you see weekly chart and consider their past history, and if their ignorance create a crisis and market panic start, then market sell off like March 2020, which can be start from higher CPI number, the one CPI number before Jackson Hole and other before next FOMC. Either CPI drops or jumps above 10%, and this risk of 10% will break this 1680 support and price cannot stop before 1560 level. And if you see this trend as an investor, as a macro trader, then this was the low when QE was started, and this trend has made 61% retracement, and market speculation for next QE is already started. And if this is a stagflation and everything goes normal and CPI and NFP both drops before next FOMC 2 times, then these investors who buy gold against money printing policy, then they already have their first entry, and their second entry will send gold beyond 2075. So back to daily time frame, these two support and resistance depends on NFP then CPI,